One Piece chapter 1105 titled The Height of Folly. And let's go ahead and jump straight into it because man, it's getting crazy with all the what happened last chapter, the call of the Buster Call. And speaking of Buster Call, that's where we starting on. Prepare for a full fleet bombardment. All Marines are to return to their vessels immediately. You got some Marines saying, hurry, get on board. And two on the side of the bottom right corner, it says, justice is blind. Now, considering what's been going on up until now, yes, justice is blind. And some of the Marines says, what just happened in the center of town? And another Marine says, hell if I know. Just do as you're told. And another Marine to the left, forgot her name was, says, Saint Saturn, Admiral Barcelino, please hurry back to the ships. And Saint Saturn says, Kizaru and I shall remain on this island. Begin the barrage as soon as possible. And she says, what? But... And Barcelino, Kizaru says, go, as in an angry tone. Well, not angry tone, but as a calm tone. And she responds, yes, sir. Now, coming back, Vegapunk says, I thought you were only after my life. Isn't that enough to end this madness? Why are you doing this, Saint Saturn? And Saint Saturn just doesn't say nothing. Just sits there and stares at him. And Vegapunk talks. The most cutting-edge research of all scientific fields can be found on Egghead. Destroying it will set us back an entire century. Please call off this Buster Call. And Cesar ain't gonna do that. And I'm afraid he already told Vegapunk, you already screwed up. You did this. You helped the Straw Hat. You brought this upon yourself. Here you go. Now I'm about to bombard all of it. Reduce it to ashes. Nothing but ashes. Nothing. Same thing that he did with O'Hara. And, well, I don't think he had anything to do with Aiden's lobby. But same thing with O'Hara and Aiden's lobby. But he begs the Kizaru, I'm begging you. Please don't do this. Please. I'm on my knees, please. Say Saturn says,
you might as well, or might still be hiding something. Perhaps something that can hinder the world government. Either way, we have no need for further advancement.
And Vegapunk speaks up. But what about humanity? Saint Saturn says,
that reminds me, a ship left this island yesterday. You should know I gave the order for it to be hunted down.
Vegapunk was shocked about this news. Yeah, she should. He says, what?
It was natural to assume that some passengers might have had access to information about the Void Century. A warship was sent to be a safe. The dead make the best secret keepers after all.
Vegapunk sees as a shock. And he speaks, how could you? They do nothing. None of them committed a crime. And Saint Saturn's rebuttal to this is,
you broke a taboo, Vegapunk, just like O'Hara. You dug their graves by digging into the past, all to satisfy your own selfish curiosity. You should have kept your greed in check.
Well, you can't talk after Celestial Dragons. You want the world. You have the world, but you want more. So the world government, you're going down. And to a panel, pacifista units remain on the island. Everyone else began evacuation immediately. This is ship 54. Preparations are complete. Over. Ship 21 is also standing by. And Sanji speaks quick while Vegapunk's got their attention. Hightail it to the vacuum rocket. Go meet up with the others at the back entrance of the lab of Stratum. Right. And Bonney says, but Sanji, what about Vegapunk? Don't worry about you, Chan. I'm not leaving without him. And Sanji contacts Nami, which I've been wondering this whole damn chapter where the hell Nami and Robin at. Including Usopp too, but Sanji speaks of Nami-san. It's me. What's your status up there? We made it to the back entrance. It's so noisy though. What's going on at your end? And cuts back to the Labo Stratum. They're going to do a Buster Call back entrance. This island's finished. And Nami gets status. Is Luffy okay? He's with you, right? I lost track of him, but he'll be fine. Just fill me in on what you guys are doing. Alright, then Nami says, Zoro's still off dealing with Lucci. He sent Jinbei over to get him. I worry sick about Stella. Thankfully, Lilith didn't fall down with the others. When Luffy, Frankie, Bonnie, and her were trying to move to the Sunny, Brooks gone to help her. Why are we cursed to go through multiple buster calls? Let's hurry and get out of here already. And then you see Chopper said, get rest while you can, Robin. And Robin is injured, which that's a good thing because we haven't seen her for several chapters, but that's good. Now, Nami speaks of one problem. Our plan to have Vega Force 01 or Vega Force 1 carry us past the coast isn't possible anymore. That robot was destroyed by Kizaru. What? Sailing a ship on land is a simple matter. When you have my aid, your amazing bones will make to the back entrance in no time. Which, if you remember, now cut into next panel, we can glide seamlessly now that the island clouds are frozen. What an idea. Your powers are remarkable too. And Brooks says, oh, I'm flattered to be praised by the world's greatest genius. But how are we going to stop when we get there? Oh, that's a good question though, too. Because, no brakes. No paddles, no back paddle, just straightforward. And then back to Egghead, outside Egghead, the barrier around the lava stratum is still up, and the cannons are getting ready to fire. We'll have to blast through. Begin the first volley. Turn the future city and the Central Science Lab into dust. And now, wait, some of us are still boarding, and they don't give a damn about that. They have their orders. Blast everything, obliterate everything on that island to nothing but ashes. And Vegapunk says, Egghead, and he just sees everything collapsing. Every years he spent here to developing everything built up. And now to the next panel, the destination of this capsule is the lava stratum. Let's go. Be quick, Vacuum Rocket. What is this thing? It's crazy fast. Frank is also there too. And up to the side, the approximate journey from the Farborough stratum is 32 seconds. Kizaru sees this as they are heading to a different location to meet up with the other Straw Hats. He sees this and starts making a beeline. Ameno Murakuma, and slashes the vacuum rocket in half. Good thing nobody was actually slashed in half, because considering Kizaru and his power, he could have sliced everything. Now, everybody falls out. Kizaru, that bastard, I'm coming, Bonnie-chan. And Saturn gives an order.
Pacifista units, fire your lasers, kill Bonnie and Kuma.
And he says this as back in his mind.
How ironic. Threw away your life so that your daughter could live, and now her life will be taken by your clones.
Bonnie says, Daddy! And then Vegapunk says this, Bonnie, when I heard you had become a pirate, I couldn't help but dwell on the worst case scenario. A pacifista won't hesitate to shoot you if the Navy commanded they may look just like your father, but they don't know or care that you're daughter of the pirate janitor. Now, the panel said, Kuma holding on to Bonnie.
A fitting fate for a squirmy insect. Your struggle was truly the height of folly.
Which was the title of this chapter. Oh, 2 panels left. Now, they found Luffy. Hey, isn't this Straw Hat? I'm so stuffed I can barely move. Seize him quick. He's an emperor. And then the last panel. We failed to neutralize the escaping vessel. We have to report this to Kizaru-san. He has to know that they're heading for Egghead. Someone else is on their way. End of chapter. And wow. Didn't expect that to happen. And short chapter. I mean, considering I just burrowed through the whole damn thing. But this, in my opinion, gives me 2 insights of the last panel. Blackbeard's coming. I heard Blackbeard. I heard the revolutionary Revolutionary Army is coming, or I heard Shanks is coming. One of the three. I heard one of the three. I heard, but here's my guess though. Blackbeard Pirates. I mean, we did give one of them, we did get like close shots of the Blackbeard pirate flag and the ships heading towards Egghead, but we don't know what's the time frame of that. But man, who would have known, that Bonnie might end up getting killed by a pacifista? Actually, if you imagine if all the Kuma was able to protect Bonnie with all the other clones that of Kuma all of a sudden gained sentience and all of them canceled that order and focused their energy on Kizaru and the Saint Saturn, that might be cool. I mean, just think about it. All Kuma lost all his individuality, right? But what if all of Kuma found a way to install all their conscious with a command saying that if it comes to a point where Bonnie, our daughter, or our daughter will be put in life's danger, then I might as well command all my clones, including myself, to protect her at any cost and have my clone to defend her to the death. So that might make not sense to anybody, but to me, that's kind of like, you know what? Why not go that route? I mean, who knows? Whoever's coming to Egghead has to be either Blackbeard or I can't see him being Shanks. I can't be certain with Revolutionary, but they're too far from the island though. They wouldn't make it in time. So the only thing that actually makes sense to me is the Blackbeard pirates, because we saw them like in that one chapter where they was heading towards Egghead. But that's my opinion on this chapter. I hope you enjoyed this little short chapter me burn through. There's not much to talk about. I mean, there's a lot of things to talk about, but man, who knew that Kizaru, let's talk about Kizaru for a minute. Kizaru, you get the feeling that he doesn't, I know I say he might change, and I know this, but some people are like, he ain't gonna change. He's a government dog. We all know what government dogs do. I mean, look at Lucci. Yes, but no. You got a case where Marine Admiral fought to the death and walked out unscathed. Well, not unscathed, but with a lost arm and a lost leg. And he's working for Blackbeard. So Kizaru has a choice here. He can forget about this justice and side with Straw Hats, because that's the only thing I see it, or just do a Lucci, pull a Lucci and say, well, might as well. What else do I got to do, you know? But I'm still holding my hopes up for Lucci though. But anyway, like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this video, and see you next adventure. And comment down below if you think Kizaru is it's just a government dog, or he might as well change. Who knows at this point. But see you then, and see you next adventure.